I was going to say, as you saw in the title, today I'm going to be talking about the ultra-wide camera. So I've talked about the telephoto camera before, or specifically the telephoto camera on my iPhone 10, and similar to the last time, I'm going to be talking about, or I'm going to be talking about the ultra-wide camera on the iPhone I'm using, which right now is the iPhone 11 Pro. So first of all, I was gonna say that I don't know. I was gonna say I really like what it can be used for. It's a really cool feature. But however, I was gonna say I don't know. I mean, however, the camera could definitely be better. Like I was gonna say, like it doesn't have as good of specs as the wide camera. Like its aperture is only f2.4 as opposed to f1.8. It doesn't have night mode. It doesn't have optical image stabilization, and it doesn't have and it only has a 5-element lens as opposed to a 6-element lens. And actually the optical image stabilization feature, which says a lot because the optical image stabilization feature has been around since the 6 Plus and 6S Plus and the 7 series, and the 6-element lens has been around on the main camera since the iPhone 7 series. So both features have been around for a really long time, but they aren't on the ultra wide camera. So I'm thinking first I'm going to show you some pictures of the wide versus ultra wide. They might not be direct comparisons. Many of them are just like what the ultra wide looked like with no comparison to the wide. And then other ones are like show you like what you can do with the ultra wide camera. And then next I'm going to show you I don't know. And then next I'm going to take a screen recording of of the camera app and show you the difference between what the ultra wide and the wide camera look like. Okay, so this is the first image I'm going to show you. This is with my dog, and this was taken with the main lens. Next, this is a photo taken with the ultra-wide lens, and it looks like it has, like, less stabilization, and I feel like that's due to the lack of OIS. And if you look back at the other one and compare it, this one actually seems to have, like, less detail or less good colors. So I don't have a main lens photo to compare it to, but actually coming to think of it, it does look like the color and detail isn't the best. But yeah, anyways, I took this photo using the ultra wide camera, zoomed all the way out. And yeah, I really appreciate what the lens can do here. Okay, so this was taken at a baseball game, and this was taken with the main lens here. And this was taken with the ultra-wide lens, and while you can get more stuff into your photo, which is nice, once again, I feel like the 5-element lens and the lack of deep fusion makes the colors look worse in this photo as opposed to the other one. So this photo was taken at NASA. I was going to say, this is another example where I really like what I can do with the ultra-wide lens, as I wouldn't have been able to get this much in with the main lens. And I was going to say, this photo actually looks pretty nice. I was going to say, I don't know if it's due to the higher aperture, because, like, actually a higher aperture can help more in daylight as opposed to a lower aperture. So this is another photo taken at NASA, and yeah, this was taken with the ultra-wide camera, which actually I can tell as, like, the low-light performance doesn't look anywhere near as good as most of my other photos do. Okay, so this photo here, this was taken with the main lens. And this was the one taken with the ultra-wide lens. Once again, it doesn't look anywhere near as good because of the fact that it's in a low light condition. Both of these were taken with the flash, by the way. So this one was actually taken with the telephoto lens, but I still decided to use it because similar to the main lens, it still has a 6-element lens, deep fusion, and optical image stabilization. And this is the one taken with the ultra-wide lens, and once again, the colors aren't as detailed like in all of the other comparisons I've shown you. Okay, alright. Oh, that was the front camera, actually. Okay, so if we go to... Let me... Just a minute. Let me see if this is actually recording. Okay, it is. Okay, so... Okay, first of all, I'm going to clean the lenses just to make sure. Okay, so actually, so yeah, this is the wide lens right here. as you can see here. And then, yeah, and then this is the ultra wide lens. I don't know if I said this, but it also lacks deep fusion, which was a new feature with the iPhone 11 series. And yeah, as you can see there, like, I don't know, like, I believe the extra element lens on the wide camera, 6 versus 5, as well as the deep fusion, like, I believe give like the or like give the iPhone a better color, or I don't know, or like, I don't know, they give the images more detail. Yeah, yeah, or yeah, so the 6 element lens gives it more detail, and like, I don't know, deep fusion I believe does something similar. And if we do a stabilization comparison, I'm trying. Okay, I'm gonna try to shake it the same amount. Sometimes I don't know. Like when doing this earlier before the video started, I was going to I say sometimes I don't know. Sometimes it was hard to I don't know. Sometimes it felt easy to like shake it harder to get the same amount of state or to get the same amount of shakiness. But that's not what I want to do. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to shake it the same amount. I okay. Yeah, 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 I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to shake it the same amount. Yeah, or yeah, just now I was actually trying to. Sometimes I try to stop so I can, and shake it the same amount I did before, and I think y'all saw a difference. Like, okay, let me wait for the what, and then I don't know, and then let's try when running. Yeah, I feel like I can notice the difference in the ultra wide camera. And then the one where it really makes a difference is is in the dark. Okay, so actually where it really makes a difference is in low light, as I said before. Yeah. First of all, you know what, or I don't know, or let's do two comparisons. We're gonna do it with with the main lens having night mode off, and the main lens having night mode on. So okay. Okay, all right. So okay, so as you can see there, this is the main lens, and then this is the ultra wide lens. Okay, let's just leave it bare. I don't know, and then let's do another test. Let's just leave it barely. Let's just leave it barely opened. Yeah. So all right, yeah. So, or yeah, as you can see there, you can see barely anything, or you can with the door this amount closed, closed this amount, you can barely see anything, and then I don't know, and then let's do a test. Okay, so you can't get night mode on the ultra wide camera, but yeah, as you can see there with the and then the main camera has even more of an advantage with with low light because due to the night mode. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I've actually have a sweater on right now. I was gonna say I actually completely forgot about making this video. Yeah, I don't know. Just I guess just because like I thought to myself, all I had to do was the outro. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. So be sure to give some video ideas. I don't know. I'd like it to be stuff that's like relatively short to make, as I'm like busy with school and other stuff, and I'm not always, I don't know, like I feel I mean, I don't know, I mean, I still like making YouTube videos, but sometimes it's like a hassle and it takes up a lot of time. So I don't know, I'd prefer it be something that doesn't take like too much time to make. Yeah. I was gonna say I'm thinking about making an iPhone 13 review video. I don't know which model I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna ask a few more people, and then I'm going to do the one that's been most voted for. Anyways, anyways, as I said before, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like if you did, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.